You can check my level.
It says, I mean, I tried, but it just says 69.
Oh,
So, another late night talk. Welcome
yar.
to another late night talk. My
Are
name
we
is
even gonna
Shio.
start now?
I'm here with the lads. Lads, introduce yourselves.
Hey, my name's Alex. I'm an artist, a simp, and everything else in between.
There's not a lot of in
I'm
between.
Cop.
Next.
I'm Copper, and the V in the name stands for very big deal.
In case you couldn't tell, that means he's not a very big deal. So tonight, in the very first
Wait,
episode
is
of
this even
Salt.
recording already?
Yeah, it is actually.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. So tonight I want
Alright,
to
first
discuss
bleep counter.
something called plateauing. Google
What's
defined
Plateauing?
plateauing as a verb that means to reach a state of little or no change after a time of activity or progress. So we're all
Oh, like me with
gamers.
my art.
Clearly we're gamers
Yes,
here, right? Gamers.
technically. We're all bros, we're all
Yeah,
gamers.
yeah,
We're
Yeah,
all
we drink
gamers
a
exactly.
lot.
and
Woman.
gamers recently, well not recently, but like semi recently, there's this get good mentality. You know,
Yeah, it's been like forever. The
yeah, it's
get
been
good
around
thing.
for a while now. So there's that get good, especially when something is
Get
challenging.
good or die trying.
Yeah, that's what we say. We get good or die trying because we're in Dark Souls, of course, you're gonna die trying if you
Literally.
don't get good. But with
Hence
this,
the name Prepare to Die edition.
yes,
Yeah, it's in
though
the freaking name
unfortunately that's
anyway.
gone from Steam now, isn't it? It's now the
Yep.
remaster.
Yep.
So I wanna talk about plateauing in the context of gaming, where
So it will be real fancy if it's instead of remastered, redeath or something,
that's
Or
just to keep with
Redux.
the
that is
theme.
some indie game
Yeah,
full
it's pretty
release
indie.
Yeah.
nonsense. And if you do that, but
Well, just to keep with the theme with Dark
yeah,
Souls, I suppose,
maybe if they remaster it next time
or the PS5, maybe.
for
Yeah,
the
hopefully.
PS6. So
Word.
with the gaming skill, there is a certain level where you just stop at the first curve where you're learning new things and then you're growing in skill, but then you stop, and either that's where you stop or that's where you really have to work hard to go like even further, right?
Yep.
Like that's the
Daily,
plateau
the
where
daily grind.
the curve goes up and then it just flats. That sounds a little weird, but it like the graph of skill is flat. That's the plateau. But is it that bad to just stay there? I know, like, when we're in a tough game or in a competitive game, there's always like, oh, I want to be better because I want to win, right? But,
Yeah, more or less.
but
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that works. Yeah.
yeah, but then sometimes I think it's fine to not pursue the get good, to just stay where you are right now and like just enjoy it, right?
Yeah, that's what I do actually.
Yeah, so
Everywhere.
that's the first question is, what is a game that you know you've plateaued that you still enjoy even though you're not making progress per se?
Oh,
Um,
okay. I thought
yeah, go
as
Alex
per the
first.
preparation. Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Oh no,
Well,
it's good.
as per our preparation, I was kind of thinking saying league, but you mentioned enjoyed.
I mean,
And
to a
for
certain extent, you can still
no one
enjoy that.
enjoys league.
Can you
Well,
enjoy
with
me?
friends, sure.
Yeah,
With
there's a
friends,
little
sure. But
enjoyment there. You can
without,
still.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
So
yeah,
like,
but without friends, it's hard to enjoy actually.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, so in general, what are these games that you think that you're not getting any better, but I mean, I don't care. I'm still having fun even if there's no getting better per se.
Definitely Counter Strike.
Oh, Counter Strike.
Another quote unquote enjoyable game.
I mean, it could still be enjoyable. You just have to
Yeah,
really
yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
To
one
really
of those
try.
situations where, because this is interesting, because my answer myself is TF2, which is, CS:GO TF2. I mean, Valve multiplayer
They go hand
shooter.
in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. But the thing is, I thought that answers here would be not multiplayer, because multiplayer games are gonna be like,
Oh,
yeah, of course I want to win. I want to be better than the other
Yeah.
guy. But like,
it's a default kind of thing that you have to be competitive at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So as
then
to not drag the other team, your other team members
oh,
down
there's
as
true.
well.
There's also that angle, but
Gamer courtesy.
because the gamer that's the gamer code, bro. You shouldn't don't let
Yeah.
the teammates down. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
curious that the two of us have a multiplayer answer. Let's go for the third answer. What's the third answer here, bro?
I haven't answered yet though.
Yeah, go off. I guess.
It's
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and
yeah.
shut
If
after.
we're like talking online games, I guess pretty much Destiny probably. I mean, I
Oh,
know I'm not getting any better, but I'm having fun.
also you're already kind of good, so there's already that, right?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I raid, so I guess I'm good.
There's a level of confidence. So in a way, this is against the thing I have
Yeah,
prepared,
I
where I
guess that was
expected
Well,
single player games, but
it's
okay. But if single player games, then it's total war. Because holy shit, I'm terrible at
oh
total war.
yeah,
But I enjoy it.
yeah. There's that.
oh yeah,
So
RTS in general, yeah, I enjoy it,
Yeah.
but it's real hard.
then again, those are the kind of games that
brain
are
can't cope.
really hard to get
I'm
good at.
so
Gotta
yeah. I'm so whack at
Like
total war games.
like the gap between I know what I'm doing and good enough that I can win compared to I'm sure what I'm doing are the correct things right now that will ensure I win. It's like
yeah,
it's a difference from
a lot of micromanagement
yeah,
and
and there's thinking
prioritization.
2 steps ahead compared to the pro who's already thinking 12 steps ahead, and you're like, what? Not even what? Okay.
Is that even possible?
I mean, I guess if you get good, then it becomes possible.
I guess.
So on the other end of this coin, what is a game that you really, really desire to get better at? Even though you're already enjoying it now, but you'd probably enjoy it more if you were better. That kind of thing.
Minecraft
Uh,
or exploration games, probably.
Oh, okay, so
In the topic of single player games, I mean, I just want to get efficient, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Because, like, in Minecraft, especially at the early stages, you're kind of more or less capped because of the time of day.
Oh,
Like,
true, it's true.
we gotta get real supplies and resources real fast.
Yeah, there's
And
a
then
limited time of action for that.
yeah. Yeah.
same goes for Metro. I've recently just got Metro Exodus, and I gotta get the hotkeys and stuff on hand. Gotta learn to adapt to them because I'm playing on the Ranger Hardcore. That's
Ooh,
the hardest
feisty.
difficulty, like a gamer
Like a
should.
true gamer playing on the hardest difficulty right here.
Yeah, and then I've also turned off the HUDs. It's
Ooh,
kind of hard to access the throwable items
but then
on
immersion though. So there's
yeah,
that.
it's very very immersive on that setting.
So
Really
that
recommend it too.
recommended by a gamer here.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so I guess I understand that that's one of those things where you're already at the step where you know most of it. You
Yeah,
know
you
what
know
to
what to
do,
do.
Hey,
but you
Theo,
need to learn more to
you
do
didn't
it
even
better.
answer your own question.
Uh, the one I'm
Single player,
fine.
yeah.
Oh, for single
Yeah.
player, I would say this is kind of a silly answer, but if you see me on Steam recently just playing a lot of Bloons Tower Defense 6, because it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
honestly just really fun.
Nostalgia.
And like
Yeah,
I
true.
know which
Free Arc
strats.
Knights.
It's basically Arknights, but you don't have to keep rolling. So the
That's
thing
true.
about that game is I know the good like strategies, but the thing is you only know. I mean, I only know one
Only know
good
so
strategy
much.
that works each time. So it's like rigged, but compared to people who really know what they're doing,
What they're doing. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
shaking
they
their
have
heads.
it all memorized and like, oh, this tower's good here, this tower's good there. But like, even though it's only the one I know, and I default to that, if I don't want to experiment, I'm still having fun. There's still the fact that like, oh, what order do you get these certain towers at, or which upgrades first, even though you get the same one. So I still think that's incredibly fun, even if I'm not like getting better at it, because there's a lot of memorization, and I'm kind of bad at that. Just like, oh, it's the math, the DPS. So my answer
Cucumber
for
brain.
this one, where I really wanna get better, is Stellaris. Okay, we're back to
Oh
grand
yeah.
strategy here. Because right now,
Hilarious.
I can sustain an empire. You know, I can repel enemy attacks. I can grow tech. But talking to people who really are into it or watching videos where just offhand, like someone says, "Oh, this planet is so and so, and the enemy empire so and so," they're gonna be like, "Okay, I'm just gonna do this and this and this, and I should be good." Or meanwhile, I'm gonna be like,
Bottom text.
bottom text moment right here. So that's one of those things. There's also it's so wide that even though I know, okay, these things will get you pretty set, but once the different factors roll in around, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't know how to adapt yet because I'm still only in this bubble of safety that is the safe play. I don't like Russia technology because I know this will be
Gosh.
good against my neighbor, something like that. So that's a lot of things that I do want to learn. Because even though it's fun now, it's gonna be way more fun once I'm smart enough to actually go around doing the good things.
Yeah, but I
Brainlet
think it's
gaming.
also fun to like discover shit on your own. I think that's part
Oh
of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fun.
that's
that's true.
definitely
Yeah, it's
actually
totally part of the fun.
it's one of the things I stopped doing last year is to immediately check a guide when I'm lost in
Yeah,
something. I'm just
same,
like,
same.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
it reminds me of a time when I was young playing a DS game called Hotel Dusk, which is a mystery investigation type of game. And at the time, I mean, there was the internet, yeah, but at the time, I never thought of the fact that I could look things up. Like young me just did not understand that concept, so I just
Because
like,
we
Could
don't have
not
internet
grasp.
yet.
yeah, well, but like in the end, I mean, I beat it. I beat the entire game on my own. I mean, there were times where I was stuck on something for like 2 hours, or I had to ask help from my sister. But
Gamer struggle.
I
yeah,
guess that's pretty gamer, yeah.
and then I was a pretty gamer young me, and now I'm just older, but still a gamer. So yeah, my
Based.
pick
Gamer,
for
yeah.
this is Stellaris. That's the thing. I know there's a lot to learn ahead, but I'm looking forward to that experience of learning or that learning experience. I mean, and now
Learning is pretty
the
based.
third answer for this one, my dude.
For me probably Elite Dangerous.
Ooh,
Cause yeah, I mean I know I'm good at it already because I can take on like tougher max level enemies in big ships, but I can't fly for shit.
isn't that the
Like
primary thing you do?
navigation time.
Exactly. I don't know because there's like three types of weapons in the game. There's like turrets, and then there's like gimbaled, and there's fixed. So turrets are like auto tracking, but the DPS is so low, so I'm not gonna use that
Balance.
at all. And then
It's
there's
not
like
fit for
gimbal.
gamers.
It's not very, yeah, it's not very gamer. Turrets are not very gamer. And then there's gimbal, which is like an auto aim assist as long as you're fitting
Again,
your
not for
target.
gamers.
It's pretty gamer actually.
Slightly
Like it's
more
not too
gamer.
meta. It's slightly more gamer than turrets. And then there's fixed, which is like the real gamer shit.
Ooh, where you actually have to manually aim everything.
Aim the actual ship, and I'm so
Maneuvering.
terrible at it. Like I know it's like literally the best type of weapons in breaking up aliens and other ships, but I just can't get the hang of it. And I try so hard, but it doesn't
Got so
work.
far.
Oh man, that
I
was
don't even
inevitable.
get so far.
And got a few feet.
I got a few feet away. That's it. I don't even get far at all. And I keep practicing though, but it's there. So I guess I want to be good at Elite Dangerous, but yeah,
So there's
I guess yeah, that's
these are the Git Good games.
yeah.
these are the grind and shine. That you know those memes where the gangster
Uh,
SpongeBob, like the
struggle
Right.
grind.
struggle
Right.
grind shine. These are those games.
Let
So
me Google that up for a bit.
or you really gotta show up. We're gonna have
Struggle.
to see this amazing relic of the past. But
Yeah.
here's the second topic, which segues neatly into these games that we grind are those types of games that you play because you want to play, and you do that grind and get better, and you farm
Subconsciously
items. And there,
or consciously?
Well, I guess consciously when you make the decision to do it, to like, oh, I'm gonna game tonight. It's a gamer night right now, so I'm gonna go fire up Steam and I'm gonna launch X game. Oh God, that sounds a bit wrong. Uh,
This is a family-friendly podcast.
yeah, it is. I think. Blank game.
All right,
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
better.
like a. That does kind of sound like an indie horror game, though.
that's like an
Blank
actual
game.
game now.
We're gonna make
Yeah,
that.
We're
Well,
gonna get
murder mystery
copyrighted.
kind of feel.
Well, so there's those games, but there are also the type of game that, when you're bored and you default to something, you just like, oh,
Oh, you answered it first, Alex. I'm still thinking.
yeah,
And
okay,
by thinking, I mean like pulling
Look.
up my Steam,
Or the meme.
Steam library and
yeah. So, what
looking
is
up
a
the
game
game
that
I
you
play.
default to? That like you just,
Like-
oh, there's nothing going on. I'm a bit bored.
Okay, let's simplify what we call it, and let's just call it a cozy game.
No, that's a good term.
Yeah,
What's your cozy
The
game?
cozy,
Like
yeah,
your
the cozy.
safety
Terraria.
blanket.
Terraria, more or less.
Oh,
Yeah.
Terraria. Oh, that's a pretty good one actually, because there's always
I haven't played
something to
Terraria
do.
yet. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well, we should do that, but in Terraria, because I feel like there are so many facets in a game like that even if you're not up for one part of it, there's always a different part to
There's
do.
always another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're not in the mood for combat right now, you could build your base up and arrange all your chests, which is the worst part of Terraria when you go and you started with 2 chests and everything fit there, and now you got
All
8
of a
times the
sudden you need.
items. It's like, oh my God.
hold up. Is Terraria like a sandbox game?
Well,
Oh,
almost.
In a way, yeah.
In a way, yeah. It's a limited
Yeah.
sandbox. It's not infinite progressive
Ah,
Like
generation.
Minecraft,
Yeah,
where
it's where it's procedurally generated. It's a fixed map, but it could be
Oh,
big. It's still pretty big. So like you still have a lot to explore there. Especially since compared to Minecraft, you have a lot more mobility in Terraria.
Yeah,
You
because
got
it's
your
3D. Minecraft is 3D, so
yeah, and you have your grappling hooks and your wings and whatnot.
what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
yes, you
just
need
trust me.
grappling hook.
You're gonna experience this if you try it. It's gonna be a slow curve, but when you start getting the good stuff, you're gonna be like, whoa, this is wild, man.
Yeah, you just you remember you were starting out some few hours ago, and all of a sudden you've already beat like 5 bosses.
And then you're like, you
Well,
started
if
with
you're
a
lucky, yeah.
well, if you're lucky, and if you started out with like a dinky little sword, and now your sword is on fire, and then you're throwing rings of grass, and it kills everything. Yeah, that's the Terraria experience right there. For me, I guess we have this order of answering. I'm going second. Right
Yeah,
now,
I'm going last.
I'm really into this roguelike called Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, CDDA.
Oh, I heard of that.
Yeah, and it's just there's also in a way similar to Terraria. There's a lot of things to do because it's a very in-depth simulation. There's food and water, but there's also individual body parts damage. Your clothes affect the temperature. Your temperature will affect your morale. Your
That's
morale
deep.
affects your crafting. And it's really
That's
deep
nice.
simulation like that. Like recently, I realized my morale was really low because it's hot and I had thick socks on, and like my feet were always hot, and my character is like, man, I'm hot. I'm not gonna
Hot
be as
feet,
good as
yeah.
crafting. Don't say those two words together like that. That's gonna be that's an unfortunate
reminder.
combination of words. And similarly, there's just always something else to do because my situation right now is in the midpoint of established base and still nomad. So I'm like, oh, right now I can work on getting more food. Right now I can work on crafting my new weapons. So there's just a comfy experience after the world has ended. Just that's my
Hmm.
cozy game. Just
Just
because
vibing.
yeah, just vibing after the world has gone to heck. The heck, by the way, all gone to heck. This is family
Frick, if
friendly.
you may.
Oh god, how loud. So well, anyway, do we have answer number 3 right now?
Uh, actually, I'm still gonna. I always default to Destiny 2.
Oh,
I always, yeah.
it's
It's
just the
always
first love.
It's real
First love
cozy.
never
Like,
dies.
even if I would do bad in Crucible, I enjoy it. I do
There's
bad in Gambit. I enjoy it because the thing about Destiny is like it's very like if you want to vibe in the patrol zones, you just go out and just do shit on
yeah,
your
just
own. It doesn't
patrols and
even
stuff.
yeah do patrols and shit. You know, just vibe with the environment. You're good. And then if you want like a little bit more action, you can go on the Crucible, play some matches. You know, get the blood pumping.
Yeah, get some strikes done here and there.
Yeah, get some strikes done here and there. You know, raid a bit if you're like up to it. And then if you want to wind down, you just go back to Europa or like Earth, EDZ.
Just
And
walk around,
you just
shoot
walk
some
around,
things.
shoot some dregs.
Yeah, that poor drag at EDZ that you
It
always
always
go to when you get a new exotic and you just blast him immediately.
and
So that
that's literally
Designated
it. You
dummy.
know,
yeah, the designated target dummy of Destiny 2, really. That poor guy. So though
it's
that
literally a
uh,
cozy game for me. Yeah,
so that does bring up a good point because my answer for a game I know I plateaued is TF2, and I consider that a pretty cozy game too that I just come back to, and I don't even queue. I just go play with some bots for a few minutes. Like if I have a few minutes to burn, like I'm waiting for something to cook. Although you probably shouldn't do that. Don't game while something is cooking. But
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
you're not only burning a few minutes, you're possibly burning your food and your
And your
home.
house, yeah, and your entire house. And in my case, it was just water, so whatever. So like, that's
You
still.
were cooking water?
I was boiling water for
Oh,
something afterwards. I was cooking
I
pasta.
thought you
Okay,
were microwaving water.
that's a bourgeois moment. Microwaving water. Whoever does that.
I did.
Oh my
You
god.
calling me
Powerful,
boy Joyce?
powerful.
That's a
You calling me
power
a
move
burger?
on a poor person like me who has to use kettles and stuff to get hot water. But anyway,
And you have to cook it by coals.
Yeah,
and I have to fan it like with a piece of cardboard. But
you have
yeah,
to cook it by warming your hands up and pressing it against the butt of the pot.
so anyway, I guess there's also a correlation to what we consider cozy and where we don't consider improving vital, where that just
Too
takes a
necessary,
backseat.
yeah.
Because that's like, you think when something is cozy, you're just like at ease, you're relaxed, and I think
Vibing.
yeah, you're just vibing. So if you're playing something that you're not too concerned with, you're not tryharding. I know tryharding has a negative like connotation sometimes, but I feel like that's not warranted always. Because especially in
Yeah.
multiplayer games, when I see someone just like they're going all out because they want to win, and like that's fine, and they're trying their hardest. So I think that's, I don't know.
I
I
mean, I
guess
won't hold it against people who are like that
yeah,
You
really
because
just
good
want to get
or
better,
serious
yeah.
about their stuff. Yeah, I don't.
yeah. So I feel like in a game where you yourself know you're not gonna try hard because like I'm just vibing. I don't care if I get better. In fact, honestly, when I play TF2, I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I'm like 1 kill, 27 deaths. Because
Yeah,
it's just
that's the fun in TF2 actually.
you just run around and do weird things, and sometimes there's a big guy trying to high five you while throwing you a sandwich or whatever. That's the fun of casual TF2. So I guess there's
Yep.
Yeah.
really is a correlation to that. But I do think that even if something is cozy, you can still try hard. But that's not gonna
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
default.
Just because you're in your comfort zone doesn't mean you have to
Stay
not
there for a while, yeah.
Oh,
yeah
true.
not be good. Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I guess there's moments where you like something pumps you up. Like maybe in a multiplayer game you see someone that's really good and then in game you're like, whoa, he's really good. I wanna see if I can beat this guy kind of moment.
Yeah, I want to be
Hey,
I
that's
want to be
pretty
that
good.
good.
Like, yeah, I think I'm better than this guy. I'm gonna go all out here for a bit.
To
So
go smack him.
yeah, just smack him.
And bonk his head and did a
So I guess
ceiling fan.
so overall I guess we can say that both games you've plateaued in and games you're trying hard in can be cozy. Both of them can be cozy because in the end, gaming that's pretty
Is
cozy.
gaming is fun. It's a
Know what you're
playing
doing,
for
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, fun
Ah.
things are fun, and gaming is fun, so that means it's a fun thing. That makes sense, right?
I
I
think it
I
did.
suppose.
So, in conclusion, there are games where you have fun and you're just having fun. You don't care about being better, and that's chill, that's fine. because gaming is about having fun.
Yeah,
And
for
if
normal people.
hey, what does that mean? And there are also games where you know you have a lot to learn, and you're gonna try to learn all those either by just going
Try to
all out
practice.
or getting beat up and losing every time. I feel like there's also that mood where you're so in the zone that even if you
Yeah, no
lose,
moment.
you don't even care. You're just like, okay, lost. Next game, next game. I'm gonna do better this time.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get this bread.
That's
Yeah,
get this
we're gonna get this
grind,
bread this
struggle,
next time.
grind, shine.
That is that. There's your shine right there during the grind, not just after the grind. So there are games where you know you're not.
there are there are games where you're after the grind, and there are games where the grind is after you.
Ooh, that's kind of
Ooh, that's
scary.
deep.
Oh my
That's
god,
deep.
it's after me.
It's a bit too deep for my soul.
Yeah, that's a little deep. So there are games that you vibe, there are games that you try hard, and sometimes you don't even think about it, and you're already gaming just because that's how you vibe. The cozy
Yeah.
game. And any additional thoughts?
Ooh,
Yeah, that's about
My
right.
brain
We
is
don't
empty.
have thoughts here.
yeah.
There are no thoughts. Just
Head empty, no thoughts.
head empty,
Just
no
gaming.
thoughts, just gaming, hands full with
Just
keyboards and mice and
vibing.
controllers. Because that's what we do
Hands
here.
and mouths
I
full.
wish I had a second pair of arms so I can game while gaming.
Ooh, that's
Yes, and the second
spicy.
monitor too.
Oh yeah, that would be double the gaming. You get
Yeah.
double the
Oh yeah,
grind.
2 games at once. Hell yeah.
Amazing. So with that, I think we're gonna end the first episode of Salt. It's been a very salty evening, and we hope that next time you will be just as salty as us on this salty earth. See you next
Salty
time.
episode.
Bye
All right,
bye.
bye
Say
guys.
All
goodbye,
right.
everyone.
Do we
Bye
have to? All right.
guys.
Goodbye.